What's up? What's up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. What's good? The game is about to be so heavy. My God, it's about to be so heavy. Shout out to everybody in the chats. Shout out to Abraham MC in the building. Stefan, what's going on? Iceberg S in the building. What's good? Goody Googly, what's going on with you, man? Shout out to you guys, man. So today what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be answering subscriber email. So remember, guys, if you want your questions answered within 24 hours, right? Click the link below. Takes you straight to the page where you can send me your questions. You understand? I have it at the bottom of all the videos and stuff like that. So you can make that happen. Go on any of the videos, the part where it says send me your questions, hit that button and then send me your questions. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all of that, and as we got people coming into the spots, let's get into this real quick.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you'd be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back. What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. So let's just jump right into this, man. So I titled the show, You Only Need to Tell a Woman This One Time, right? So what is this thing you need to tell her one time? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up an email that I got from a subscriber, right? And if you go on the site, you click the link, send me an email. And if you send a $50 donation, I basically do a video the next day. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the video I'm actually doing, killing two birds with one stone, doing the live stream and responding to his video, his question at the same time. So I took his name and everything out of it. I'm gonna put the question up here and then I'm going to read this and then we're going to get into what is being said. So he says, hello, I donated 50 to get my question answered within 24 hours. So I've been dealing with this girl for 2 months. During this, I assigned her some tasks to do, and she has done most of them except for yesterday. We set a time to come over to my house and have sex. I picked her up and we came back to my room. It was raining along the way. When we were inside of my room, before we had sex, I told her to take out the trash or take the trash out and put it in the trash chute down the hall. She told me no, and I told her that we aren't having sex today. Hold on, let me stop right there. Give him a hand clap. Hold on. All right, so then he says, I took her back home and she asked, why did I ask her to take out the trash? I told her because I wanted her to do something besides sex. I told her I'm looking for a woman to bring more. She said she felt like I made her feel less of a woman and that I don't like her like that. I told her, no, it's just that I need a woman to bring more to me than sex. After I dropped her off, I told her if she wanted to talk to me, to text me, she made a post on Instagram posting her pictures saying, know your worth. My question is, did I make any mistakes in this situation? And do I wait for this girl to hit me up if she decides to? All right. First of all, I got to give you another hand clap and a horn. My nigga. My nigga. See, listen. When I read this the first time, I was like, I smiled. I was like, I gotta do it. We gotta go in on this. We gotta go in on this. Okay. So basically what's happening in with this guy is that he's dealing with this girl. He's giving her instructions. You understand what I'm saying? And she's basically giving him a hard time. Right. And so they were gonna have sex. And he was basically saying, hey, do this thing, which is take out this trash and make this happen. And then she's like, no, I don't want to do that. And he's like, well, listen, we're not having sex. Right. And see, what happens is that he's like, look, we're not having sex because
dick is a gift.
You feel me? It's a gift.
It's a gift.
So
it's a gift.
So what happens is this. What he did right was he let her know that he wants her to do certain things, meaning he wants her to understand that he's looking for a woman to do more than just fuck him. He wants a woman who's going to listen to him, a woman who's going to follow his directions. Right? Now, this is the thing. What happens is this, is that when you're dealing with women, right? Because I want to give you guys a way to do these type of things so that things can run a little bit more smoothly. And so that, the chick can also understand what needs to occur when dealing with a man like you, right? Because this is the thing. When you're telling these girls these things, right? First of all, let's bring it back because I don't want to skip any important things, right? Women, when they are into you, when they're really, really into you, when they're really, really, really feeling you, right? They got that high interest, that super high interest, right? They're going to do what you say within reason. And I say within a reason because if you tell a chick to do something super crazy, like, hey, come with me to rob this bank on some Bonnie and Clyde shit, then yeah, she's probably going to be like, hell no, what the fuck you talking about, nigga, you crazy, right? But when a woman is really, really feeling you, there is little to no pushback. You understand? There's little to no pushback because she's really, really feeling you. Right? So whenever there's a lot of this pushback or some pushback, that means that there is some lack of interest. Right? Now, what a lot of guys will say is, but, the girl doesn't really know you. But she's not really, like comfortable with you and familiar with you and all this other stuff. And maybe she's just trying to test you and yada, yada, yada. Right? Now, while all of that could be true, understand that only applies to when you're dealing with a woman who has medium, low interest, or no interest in you. You understand what I'm saying? This is where that applies. Now, what happens is that when a woman is feeling you, she's going to cooperate and shit is going to be smooth and it's going to be easy. Now, he told her, hey, I need you to take out this trash. right? And she basically said no. She didn't, ask why or was inquiring or whatever. She just was like, no, just off the bat. And he said, well, listen, if you say no, then we're not having sex and I'm gonna take you home, which is what he did. Now, the thing that I would tell you guys to do is this, is that when you're talking to these girls, right? One, they should already know what needs to be done, because most of these women have been in situations where they're with a guy that they're that interested in and they just follow him. So they understand what the protocol is when they're dealing with the guy they're really feeling. So when they're giving you resistance, that's them basically telling you, hey, I'm not actually feeling you to the extent that, I could be, because if I was, I would just do the thing. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is this, is that sometimes you need to tell the chick, and I would even say explain, but I don't like to really say explain because I feel like explaining is doing too much sometimes. Or sometimes you just might need to let her know why. And so in this situation, he let her know why. Now, I particularly wouldn't need to, I would say you don't have to go that deep into it, right? But it's more so, hey, take the trash out. No. Why you want me to do that? Well, listen, I like when women, do the things I tell them to do. Simple. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of woman I like. If I'm with a woman who doesn't do the things that I'm telling her to do and she doesn't follow my instructions, I'm just not really interested in dealing with a woman like that. Right? Now, once you said that, you only have to tell her that one time. You understand? You only have to tell her that one time. So even if she's trying to test the boundaries, you only need to tell her that one time. Because let's say she's into you, whatever, and you're like, hey, take out the trash. This is what I want you to do. And she's like, no, or why I got to do that, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen, I like women who do that. I like women who listen to what I say and follow my instructions. If a woman's not following my instructions, I'm not really interested in her. So if you're not going to take out the trash, I'll just take you home right now. Right? And then so he's saying, should he wait for her to hit him back up and all this other stuff, right? Now, in his email, he said, he told her to text him or whatever. But what you can do is say, well, listen, I told you that I like for women who follow my instructions. So whenever you're ready to follow my instructions, hit me back up. And then we can make something happen. Right? See, the thing you guys have to understand about, because dudes always talking about high value men and all this other shit, right? What you have to understand is that when you're dealing with women, and I'm about to give y'all some advanced shit right here. So take like my dude Steve Dean says, get your crayons out. Get the goddamn crayons out, people. 'Cause I'm about to go in. You understand? I'm about to go in. And I'm gonna keep this up on YouTube since I'm answering this guy's question. And I like to extend the free line. I like to extend the free line. But understand this. Dudes is talking about high value men and all this other stuff and, the top 20% of guys and all that other stuff, right? What you have to understand is that if a woman wants access to you and you're supposed to be that high value guy, you're supposed to be the top guy, and she wants access to you and wants to be with you and wants to interact with you. If you're the top guy, you cannot be like every other guy. You understand? You cannot be the average dude. Right? So you have to let this woman know there's a cost to being with you, also because the type of benefit she gets for being with you is fucking enormous. You understand? She gets a huge benefit to being with a man like you. So therefore, there is a cost in order to get that huge benefit. You understand? So the thing is that if you're acting like every other guy and you're going to just like take any type of behavior, you're going to follow after her, you're going to chase her, you're going to do a whole bunch of like, goofy shit to keep her around and all that other stuff. You're just like every other dude. But what happens is that you have to let her know, hey, listen, if you're going to be in this situation and experience being with me, there's a certain cost to that. And that means you have to actually listen to what I'm saying. You have to follow my instructions. And see, me being a on point dude, I'm not going to lead you astray and do some bullshit because I'm on point. So it's only going to benefit you to cooperate. So if you're not willing to cooperate, then you are going to, it's going to be done. You understand what I'm saying? I wipe my hands of it. You can go. And see, what happens is that a lot of guys, what happens, you see, you have to have extreme confidence in yourself, and you have to stand on what you say in order for this to be effective. So this can't be something you're just putting on. This has to actually be you. See, a lot of guys are not even at this level yet. So I commend the dude who wrote the email, because he basically said to her, listen, if you're not willing to do this stuff, then you don't get access to me. You're going home. Right? So he had the balls to let her go. And see, the reason why it's hard for a lot of guys to do this, right? The reason why it's hard for a lot of guys to do this is because they are not that type of guy who believes in themselves enough and have the confidence enough to be able to interact with women this way. They have a scarcity mindset. They're trying to hold on to every chick because they're thirsty, because they don't have enough experience with women to understand that they're in abundance, right? And they don't have enough self-respect to say, you know what? I'm not going to be dealing with a woman who's going to be all over the place and who's going to be on some belligerent shit. See, he said that the girl said, or she posted on her Instagram, know your worth and all that other stuff, right? Now, see, what happens is this, is that this chick, she either was not in a situation, or she was either, it's either this, she was in a situation where she didn't recognize that she had a man of value, or she did recognize she had a man of value, but she was not up to the task of doing what it takes to be with a man of value. Shout out to my dude, Steve the Dean in the building. What's poppin', brother? Shout out to my brother, Steve the Dean in the building. So what I'm saying to you guys is this. You have to have a certain standard that you live by when it comes to you dealing with women. And then what happens is this. Some women, they're not gamed up enough to recognize when they have valuable shit. Meaning, sometimes they won't recognize that you're a valuable dude and that they can benefit off you. So in this email, what this guy did was he told her, hey, look, this is what I like. Now, what I would say is this, is that when you're telling a woman something, it's best to be as simple with trying to explain this to her as possible. And you only need to do it once. And I really hate to, again, I hate to say explain, because it's almost like, but you have to let her know, because sometimes some women aren't really gamed up enough to understand this. So you're dealing with a woman and she doesn't recognize that she has value in front of her. So you have to tell her and let her know she has value in front of her, and let her know that if she does not do her part to keep herself in this position, she will lose the value in front of her, which is you. You understand? Like, you're going to lose this. And I'm only telling you once. And you have to stand on that so that she understands that you're serious. You understand? Because if you told her, hey, listen, I'm gonna need you to take out this trash, and I don't really like to mess with girls who ain't doing this type of stuff that I'm telling them. And if she doesn't do it, and then you still give her attention, have sex with her, and all this other stuff, it's your words mean nothing, because your words have to line up with your actions, right? So you don't have to 100% get rid of her, because at this point she's still, you're teaching her, she's still learning, but you only tell her once. And you say, listen, whenever you're ready to come back and listen to what I'm telling you to do and follow my instructions, when you're ready to do that, that's when I need you to hit me up. Do not hit me up anytime before that. That's when I need you to hit me up. You understand? Other than that, we're good. You see what I mean? See, but a lot of guys are not willing to do this, or they do not understand why they should do this. See, let me tell you guys something. When I would go on a, let's say, for example, I'd go on a date with a girl, right? What I would do sometimes is sometimes I would fall back to see what the girl would do without me having to tell her to do something. Because if a girl does something without me having to tell her to do it first, that's a plus. Now, if she doesn't do something without me telling her to do it first, then I will tell her to do that thing. Now, if she does that thing after I tell her to do it, then that's good too. It's not as good as her doing it on her own, but it's still good. Now, if I tell a woman to do something, right, and she hesitates and all that other shit, and then she finally does it, right, it's still pretty good that she did it, but the hesitation is like, eh. But if I have to tell a girl to do something and she's like, no, right, she's already starting it's a wrong start. So for example, let's say I'm on a date with a girl and we sit down, we at a bar or whatever, and I get me and her a drink, right? So we drinking or whatever, and our drinks is getting a little low because we doing the drinks or whatever. And if she says, hey, let me buy you the next round, right? That's a plus already, because I didn't have to say anything. She just did it. She just volunteered to do it. So she's starting up here, right? But now if we sitting there drinking and the drinks is going low and I say, listen, you get the second round. And if she gets the second round, that's good because she's listening to what I'm saying. But it would have been even better if she got the second round without me having to say anything. You see what I'm saying? It's different levels of the interest, because her doing it without me having to say anything means she's super interested, or she's coming from another situation with a dude who taught her well. You understand what I'm saying? Or that's just in her character to be that type of woman, which is good. But again, let's say I say to her, hey, you get the second round. And she's like, cool. And she gets the second round. That's still good. But if I say, let's get the second round, and she's like, well, are you serious? Like, I thought you were taking me out for drinks. Like, aren't you the man? Shouldn't you pay for everything? See, what I'm trying to get you guys to learn and to understand is that you have to hold yourself to such a high standard, and you want to be interacting with women who are ready to meet you here. You understand? To be ready to do what it takes to fuck with you because you are that guy. Listen, there's certain things, right, that most people can't get because it's too expensive. You understand? There's certain things that most people can't get because it's too expensive. The cost is too high. But most people might want that thing that's too expensive, but they can't get it because the cost is too high. The value is too high, right? But if they were to get that thing, the quality in a lot of cases, right, is it's very high in quality. You understand? So in order for that woman to get that high quality, high value man, right, she has to pay the cost. And the cost is cooperation. The cost is being compliant. The cost is being submissive. Right? So if she can't pay the cost, she can't get the man. You understand? If she can't pay the cost, she can't get the man. She can't get you. But see, a lot of you guys are giving yourselves away for cheap. But see, also you gotta understand this, is that you have to also be that type of guy who is that valuable dude. That means you gotta be confident in yourself. That means you gotta stand on your shit. That means you gotta really be about what you're about. You understand? That means that whenever you're dealing with a woman, and if you continue to deal with her, that means you have to be able to upgrade her mind, give her some game, right? Because what happens is that for her cooperation, for her, compliance, for her being submissive and doing the things she needs to do, you're also giving her something in return. It's not like you're just kicking your feet up and doing nothing, right? See, what happens is you're giving this woman time, attention, energy, sometimes resources. You're giving her all these things. So what is she giving you to get all those things? You understand? But see, what a lot of guys do is because they want pussy so bad, they're willing to do anything for the pussy. You understand? They're willing to do anything. So then they make the pussy all the way up here like it's like the end all be all of everything. They're willing to compromise their morals, values, integrity for some pussy. You understand? So this is what happens. Shout out to James Bradley in the chat. What's up going on? What's going on, fam? But this is what I'm saying. Like, if you want these chicks out here, right, to be on point with you, you got to also be on point. And you got to be willing to lose the chicks who's on some BS. You understand? Because some of them are not on the same level. They're not at the level to be dealing with a certain type of dude. See, when I coach you guys, I want you guys to be at a certain level. I don't want you guys to just be out there like, oh, let me just do whatever for this girl. And, well, fuck it, yo, I still got the pussy. I still got the hit. You understand? And this is where a lot of guys be with the game. They're just like, oh, well, I got to hit. So, yeah, it don't matter that I did this, and that. And, I was simping and I was lying and I still got to hit. You understand? Like dudes be on that type of shit. But what I want you guys to understand is I want you to understand your value and understand that it costs. There's a cost on her end to get access to that value. There's always a cost. But what happens is this. Let me say it like this. The problem is the reason why women are getting you for the cheap is because you see no value in you. Therefore, she sees no value in you. And then there's no value there from that perspective. And this is why you'll go through the bullshit you go through with women. Because you don't stand on your shit. A lot of guys are too scared to stand on, hey, listen, it's my way or the highway. You understand? It's my way or the highway. Pretty much that's what it is. So if you're not trying to do it my way, then you can go. And remember, this is not, see, a lot of guys, they don't get this because they're like, oh, well, no, this girl doesn't even know you. And, you know, why would she even do all that? And blah, 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 blah. Again, if she can't recognize value, that's not your fault. Remember, you're telling her, you're already telling her once. You didn't even have to tell her. You even telling her once is basically doing something good for her, because what you're giving her the fucking cheat code, basically. You're letting her know what she needs to do to stay. You didn't have to let her know what she needs to do to stay. You could have just saw if she was gamed up enough to understand what she needed to do to stay. But you're letting her know what she needs to do to stay, and you only need to tell her once. You understand what I'm saying? You only need to tell her once, because if she, listen, the thing is this, she knows what she needs to do to stay once you've already told her. So if she's deciding not to do the thing that she needs to do to stay, then that's her making a conscious decision not to do the thing to stay. So why would you want to deal with a woman who has the knowledge of what to do to stay and purposely not do what she needs to do to stay? You understand? And so what happens is that when you stand on your square about what you're about, and you're not hitting her up, you're not begging her to come back, you're not doing shit. And when she realizes you're not coming back, and she goes out there with all the other knuckleheads that, you know, ain't really up on game, she's gonna be like, fuck, I can't find another one like him. So now she got to come back to you on her hands and knees begging. Right? Now, if that happens, which in a lot of cases it does, right? She now knows what she needs to do to stay. You see what I'm saying? She now knows. She now knows exactly what she needs to do to stay. And the reason why she knows what she needs to do to stay is because you told her that one time and you stood on what you said. You understand? And the thing is that if you were to take her back, right? You need to let her know, hey, listen, if you want to get back in this situation, you know what you need to do. You understand this is how I roll. So now that you know this is how I roll, and if I decide to let you back in, and the thing is, when you let them back in, you don't just let them back in easily. They still got to work their way up to you know, a certain position. You got to let them know, hey, listen, after this is it. You understand? So if you fuck up again, we're done. We're done. Because I'm already extending my hand, one, to tell you what it is that one time, and then even giving you the opportunity to come back. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to understand something. When you have abundance, and let me explain something to you guys like this. When you're the type of guy who has abundance, right? The reason why, a lot of guys get confused when I say this. They're like, Mr. Locario, how are you so like comfortable just letting chicks go? Because there's a million, billion more, man. There's so much more women that are trying to get at you. When you understand your value, when you're that attractive guy, you have no problem getting women. You have no problem. You understand? You have no problem. See, what happens is that you end up having player problems. If anything, if you see anything as a problem, it's a player problem. What are player problems? Yo, I got too many women that's trying to see me. I don't have enough time to see all these chicks. Where am I going to fit this girl in and fit that girl in when I got to do all this other stuff? You understand? How am I going to do all of this? This girl's starting to catch feelings. Damn, did I misrepresent myself? Did I spend too much time with her? Like, what the fuck? Where did I go wrong in a situation to where I got this girl and that girl calling me up crying because they haven't seen me in a week? You understand? You get the player problems. But to actually get a chick? What? Bruh. Let me tell you something. I had a friend once back in the day, man. This motherfucker, he had so many women that he was fucking with that he would just give me women, bro. Listen, this motherfucker, he'll be like, I think I talked about this on Donovan's show. Dude was with a chick, right? I said, bruh, after Shorty was gone, like when she left, I said, bro, that chick is bad as fuck, my dude. He said, dude, you want to get at her? I said, what you mean? He's like, do you want to smash? I was like, but of course. Right? So the nigga, he's like, yo, come through to the spot. So I come through to the spot next day or next few days or whatever it was. Right? I come in the spot. Right? Him and his girl sitting on the fucking couch playing video games and shit. She's sitting there in some panties and a t-shirt playing video games. She's like, what up? So he takes the video game controller out of her hand. He's like, yo, y'all do y'all thing. You understand? We go in this nigga room. I'm smashing this girl while he's in the fucking room playing video games, in the living room playing video games. You understand? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the dude had so much women. This is the type of shit. This is why my perspective is different than a lot of dudes, because I was around motherfuckers like that. Where dudes is like, yo, how you feel about, you know, like a dude messing with your girl and stuff. How you do that? Like, how you take, nigga. I had friends like that just throwing women at me, bro. You understand? Throwing women at me. Like, it's like, dude was like, yo, you want to go right ahead? There's more where she came from, bro. You understand? But see, when dudes have the scarcity mindset, they don't understand this. So they're trying to grab on and keep the woman. Now, again, when you're dealing with a woman who is, beneficial to your life, right? And who's doing things and who shows some sort of value, right? Those women are good to keep in your life. These are the type of women you make your girlfriends and wives, right? Those are the type of women you make your girlfriends and wives. But at the end of the day, they still had to go through the process to even get to that point. And they got to that point because from the beginning, they paid the cost. They had to wait that year. They paid the cost. They had to be cooperative. They paid the cost. You understand? They paid the cost. But let me get some of these calls real quick. So guys, the call-in number, let me put up the freaking banner real quick. Call-in number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224. Okay, wait, Kendra, you said, what if she brings value but still has a smart mouth? That means that she ain't bringing no value. A woman can't be bringing value and have a smart ass mouth. And when I say smart ass mouth, I'm talking about being disrespectful. I'm not talking about her just like, being sarcastic or being a funny type of chick. I'm talking about like her being disrespectful. You understand? So it ain't there ain't no her bringing value with her having a smart ass mouth. That's actually, taking away from the situation. Right? Because that's bringing negative energy into the situation. A smart at what? Nah, she's done. She's done. But let's go to 202, then 585, and then 412. So 202, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Locario? This Mill.
What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Yeah, I donated last stream yesterday at the end of the stream, but I came too late. So
okay, cool. That's what's up. So what's going on with you, fam? What's good?
Yeah, I just want your opinion on girlfriend parents. Like, for instance, I have a girl, right? So, and I noticed lately she's been talking about her dad, and the way she brings him up, it kind of like, I'll say, like, kind of like have me kind of thinking, questioning if I should like basically, I just want to know, is it a red flag with what she says? Certain things she says, like her dad don't like anybody, and her dad is just protective, and her dad, she said her dad would talk some shit sometimes or something like that. So I just want your opinion on how to navigate that situation.
Right. Well, how long you been talking to this woman?
Me and her been girlfriend. Boyfriend for like 6 months now. Well, I take that back. 8 months now.
So wait, so y'all been fucking around for 8 months?
No, she been my girlfriend for 8 months.
Okay, but how long you known her for though?
For like, I'll say it's like the second year.
Okay.
So 2 years.
All right, cool. Have you ever met her? You never met her dad before?
Nah, I never met her parents before. I spoke to her mom before, but I never spoke to, her dad before.
Okay. So this is the thing. Sometimes what happens is this, man, is that you can't really, you have to, okay. One is, well, let me ask you this. Is she on point with you though? Like, is she like cooperating with you and everything's cool with you?
Oh yeah.
Right.
She's sure. Of course, we had like a couple hiccups, but it's like little stuff. Like I remember she raised her voice one time, and I told her like she do it one more time, we done. So she's been working on that, and she said she's not gonna do it again. So she's a good girl. She be cooking for me and all that stuff. So it's not her. It's just that the way she described her situation. Because I had plenty of girlfriends before that. I never had a problem with their dad.
Right.
So it's the first girl that has been warning me about her father. All the other times I just met the father and he's been cool.
Right.
But this one is like, it's kind of like, is he disrespectful? Because that's what she's saying. Like, because I'm on the type of time where I don't have time for no disrespectful people.
Right. Well,
like,
this is the thing. If when it gets to the point or whatever, if you meet him, right, you got to actually see him and meet him and see what like who he really is. Because the way, sometimes women a lot of times they're talking just from their perspective. You understand? So her dad,
right,
because that's his daughter, is gonna talk to her about, certain things in a certain way that may seem very overprotective. You understand? Like he's like, if any man mess with my baby, I'm a you know how niggas act when they got a daughter. You understand what I'm saying? So right. So he could be talking all that shit because, he's a dad and he's talking about his daughter. So from her perspective, she's like, oh, my dad, he crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really take too much of what she's saying for face value because she's just talking through how she's perceiving the situation and then relaying that information to you. But you're not going to necessarily know how he is and how he relates to you if y'all ever get to that situation until you actually meet him. You understand what I'm saying? So he might be cool as hell, but just from her perspective of what she's been hearing based off of how he's been saying certain things or whatever it is, then that's how she's perceiving it. So you can't really go based off of what she says. You got to actually go based off of what you experience if you ever get into that situation. See what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, because it's been like things she's been saying lately that kind of got me questioning. So it's like it's not really one thing. It's just she bring up different scenarios. Like she the other day she brought up a question was cause I don't celebrate holidays, right? So she told me so what if on Christmas and we have a kid in the future that on Christmas her dad or anybody or parents decide to give a gift on Christmas, and what would happen or whatever. And I was just like, I would assume that if you tell your parents that we don't celebrate holidays, that they will respect it. So so I just think it, or that on top of the other things she's been saying, I've been thinking like, is your people like, do they like respect people's boundaries, or do they just like do whatever the fuck they want to do with other people? So
right. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. At the end of the day, you're not gonna really know until you get in that situation. But two,
right.
At the end of the day, that's still she with you, so she still gotta adhere to what you talking about. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so if she's like, oh well, I ain't trying to do this because my dad or my parents said we shouldn't be doing this. Goodbye. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is why the dad gives the daughter away at the wedding, because it's like, yo, she's with you now. This is your responsibility. But if she's in a situation where she's not trying to yield to what you're saying and she's talking about what her dad's saying, I'm like, all right, well, go chill with your dad then. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you basically asked what I was thinking already. So I appreciate that, Locario. I appreciate that.
That's what's up. All right, my brother. Appreciate the call, man. I'm a holla.
All right.
All right. Peace.
All right, thanks, man. Bye.
All right. All right. So we'll get to 585 in a second. So you said, can you talk about how to communicate to a woman you only want her as a friends with benefits, movie, date, lunch, date, smash, girlfriend without the title? What? Without her thinking commitment in the future? What is the thing? When you first start dealing with a woman, right? You don't necessarily you communicate not only with your words, but with your actions. So the thing is this, when you first get with a girl, let's say like you meet her off of Tinder, she comes straight to his place, or let's say y'all even got one drink. Now, if you just got a drink and then y'all hooked up that night or the next time y'all saw each other, then you could be like, yeah, listen, I'm not really trying to do nothing too crazy now. I just wanted us to be like hooking up and having some fun every now and again, right? So you let her know. But even though you let her know, you still have to back that up with your actions, meaning that you just come over every once in a while and smash. Like once a week, once every 2 weeks and smash, right? So at that point, you ain't taking her out. You ain't spending a lot of time on the phone with her. You ain't doing none of that shit. Your actions have to match up with what you're trying to convey. Because as soon as you start doing extra shit, right? You start coming over, having lunch with her, rubbing her feet and shit and giving her massages and, talking about your hopes and dreams and, you understand what I'm saying? And then talking about, oh, well, I thought we was just fuck buddies. No, that's not gonna work. Fucking is like, there was a girl I used to mess with and we was fuck buddies for maybe like a good year, right? And I see her like maybe once every like week or two, right? For a good year. And then I think she had got a boyfriend at that time. And then, we stopped doing what we was doing, right? So I come over, right? Let's say I get over there at 6. By 6:15, we fucking. You understand what I'm saying? And then right after we finish fucking, right? I might lay down there for maybe like, I don't know, a minute or two. And then I'll put on my shit, be like, all right, well, listen, I'll holler at you later. And that's it. You understand? That's it. Like there was times where I remember she hit me up once. She was like, yo, what you doing right now? And I'm like, I'm chilling. She's like, I gotta go to this thing in like, 2 hours or whatever the fuck time it was. She's like, you want to come over real quick? So I came over, had sex with this girl for like, I don't know, 8 minutes. And then that was it and just bounced. You understand what I'm saying? So that's fuck buddy situation. The thing is, you don't do extra shit. You said sometimes women switch up and want a relationship when you chill with her, even though you told her you don't want a relationship anyway. No. This is the thing. Why are you chilling with her? Do you see what I'm saying? You just said it you said sometimes women switch up and want a relationship when you chill with her, even though you told her. Why or what are you doing when you're chilling with her? There's no chilling. It's just fucking. It's just penis and vagina, and that's it. See, when you start chilling, that's when they want a relationship, because now what you're saying to her with her actions is you want more than just fucking. You understand what I'm saying? So that means no phone conversations. You understand? Like, don't have her calling you up, telling you about her problems at work and shit. You understand? Don't be going back and forth with her, talking to her on social media, on her posts and shit, going back and forth, doing all that extra shit. Right? Don't take her out to eat. Don't be cuddling and fucking, you know what I'm saying, having her do that little thing where she drawing on your chest and shit. You understand? Like, it has to be like you're the dick in the glass. That's it. You understand? That is it. It should be like she's ordering dick. That's what fuck buddy situation is. She's ordering dick. Just like you order some pizza and the pizza comes, you eat the pizza, you throw away the box, and that's it. You understand? She's ordering dick. You're ordering pussy. That's it. No chilling. I come over. We fuck. I leave. She comes over. Y'all fuck. She leaves. That's it. That is it. Listen, I remember this one chick who I had as a fuck buddy. I never even knew this woman's last name. You understand what I'm saying? And we was fuck buddies for a minute. Didn't even know her last name. You understand? Did not even know her last name. You understand? So all I'm saying is you just gotta smash. That's it. That's it. But let's go to 584. 585. 585, what's popping? Who this?
What up, my downstate brother? Man, how you don't know my area code already, man? Come on.
Bro, there's a million people with your area code. What's going on?
Now with the 585,
So what's good?
New York, baby.
What's going on?
Yo, let me ask you this. So, Locario. So, I'm confused. So, like, you saying player problems is good? It's like I ain't trying to have those problems, but it's like I want to fuck other chicks. But then again, I want a girlfriend, right? So it's more of me, but the sex still has to be first. That's what you always say, which is good.
Right.
But you got to talk about the dangers of having a big rotation. I think a good rotation for me would be like 3 women, and I'm recruiting right now. I don't know. You say 7. That's a lot of fucking women to fucking manage and emotions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to deal with that headache with shit. Sometimes even one is like, fuck, man.
Well, that's the thing. That's what comes. Listen, it's not a thing where, see, the you can create situations where you're gonna have the least problems, meaning the least amount of annoyance, but it's inevitable that at some point there's gonna be some girl in your rotation, some girl you're dealing with, who's going to bring some sort of energy to you that you don't expect, or that's not really called for. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, like you could be doing, like, let's say you got a fuck buddy, right? You tell her, hey, we just fucking. That's it. Right? Not only do you tell her we just fucking, right? You could literally go to her house or have her come to your place, say nothing to this woman, fuck this girl, and then just keep it pushing. Not only that, you could wear a t-shirt every time you come to her house to fuck her that says, I'm just fucking you. Yeah. That's it. You understand? You could make it a fucking, you could do all of this shit. And then and what happens is some women will still feel a certain type of way and start to like you in a certain type of way, and then still bring some sort of energy to you on some, well, you know, I thought that we had something else, you know, here. And I thought like, you know, we had a stronger connection than just this. And I was just wondering, and but you understand? There's gonna be something like that. You understand what I'm saying? At some point. So what I'm saying is that that's just part of the game. Right now, with those situations, basically what she's saying is she can't handle the fuck buddy type of situation. So again, what you do with that, right, is you let her know, hey, listen, you know, this is what it is. So until you're okay with that being what it is, I'm gonna just kind of like fall back and do my thing. But if, hey, listen, if you want to get together again and just do this, hit me up. And then you just withdraw your attention from her, because what happens is that if you keep dealing with her continuing to think that way or have that like sort of energy, right? You're just inviting you're inviting that drama into your life. You understand what I'm saying? You're inviting it into your life.
I'm not gonna lie to them. Yeah, like these guys, they'll lie to the chick and say, oh yeah, I want to be with you. And you know what I'm saying? The chick will run some game and shit. You know what I mean? You want to come over every day and shit.
Right.
But I ain't even trying. I ain't trying to do all of that shit.
Right. But all I'm saying is this: if you're trying to mess with a lot of women, right? It's almost damn near impossible to deal with a lot of women on a consistent basis and not come across some sort of situation that you would deem ridiculous or unnecessary or just annoying when dealing with the girls. You understand what I'm saying? It's just part of the game. It's like, because the way that women think and how it's different than how we think, even though we let them know from the rip, you understand what I'm saying? That this is how I want shit to go or whatever. Some women, they're just, you know, the emotion's going to take over and it's going to spill through that. And they're just going to do whatever they're doing anyway. But this is why when I tell guys, listen, this is why you put women to the test, because you want to, it's almost like survival of the fittest. If I'm dealing with 3 or 4 girls and 3 of them is act all funny style, once I already told them what it is, right? But the one girl isn't acting funny style. The one girl moves up in the situation, and the other 3, I might have to charge to the game at some point because they don't know how to deal with the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Like I said, bitch, if you want to be with me, you gotta come fucking DoorDash with me and shit. You gotta put you to work. Right. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying, say you want a boyfriend and shit. Now, I do want a girlfriend eventually, but I'm 23 right now. So,
oh, you're breaking up.
Navigate my way through these women and seeing what I can build on. So, good rotation, you would say 3.
I say for most dudes, yeah, 3 is a good amount. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh shit, you heard me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'll give you a little bit, but yeah, for most dudes, I say 3 is a good amount for most guys. You understand what I'm saying? Like having 3 in your situation, you know, at all times. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because I don't want no 7, man. You said you scared me when I them player problems, man. I don't even want to come outside some days. I'm like, fuck, man. It's like I'm a lion, man, looking for zebras, man, every day, man.
Right. So that's the thing, bro. It's like, you know, you just got to be prepared. Listen, it's like this. I use a business example, right? The more things you have on your plate when it comes to business, is the more likely there's going to be things that you're going to have to attend to, because that's just more things happening. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning like when you're like, if you're dealing with one chick, right? You're dealing with that one girl, but it's like either shit is cool or it's not or whatever it is like that, and it is what it is, and you're just dealing with that one chick. But if you're dealing with 2, 3, 4, 5 chicks in a rotation, all this other stuff, and let's say like 4 out of the 5 girls is fucking hitting you up on some BS, or they just feeling a certain type of way, or they hitting you up because they miss you, like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. So it's like you're double, triple, quadrupling the energy that you're bringing into your situation. And this is why I tell guys to be very, intentional about how they're dealing with women, meaning this is why you got to see if they're cooperative. This is why you got to make sure they're submissive and, doing what you say and all this other stuff, because you have to have them in a certain structure to make shit easier for you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's about you. You have to make the dealings you have with women easy for you, because it doesn't make sense to be dealing with all these women or just dealing with women, period. And you're annoyed, stressed out, fucking going all over the place for what? That don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but you do believe in pair bonding, right?
What do you mean?
When a chick is bonding to you, that's what I'm saying, as far as the connection mentally and physically. You believe in that pair bonding shit, right?
Well, I believe that. I don't believe in the whole like pair bonding the way the red pill be talking about it. When they be talking about like if a chick fucked all these niggas, she can't pair bond. I don't believe in that bullshit.
Oh, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm on the Eddie Fuse side of it too, though. I come from that standpoint where it's like, it's true though. Like with nigga like you with your game, you can make it work because your game is on point. But like Locario, if you got you a virgin, man, you know for damn well, man, she ain't going nowhere because your game is too on point.
No, there's a dude. Damn, what's this guy's name? He's on YouTube. He's like a gamer. This Puerto Rican dude. I can't remember. He looked like he was Puerto Rican. I forgot his name, but it was a dude. I did a video about this like last month or a month and a half ago. There was a dude who he's a big gamer on YouTube. The nigga wife cheated on him, right? It was Nadex. Nadex, I think that was his name. Nadex or something like that. Right. His girl cheated on him and she was a fucking virgin. And that was his wife. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter if they're a virgin. You understand what I'm saying? Because they could be a virgin.
I don't think she was a virgin though.
No. She was a virgin. She was like 19, 20, something like that. He's young. He was young and she's young. So the thing is, even if a woman is a virgin, right? See, this is the thing. This is what y'all don't get. Virgins are also still curious about other dick. Do you understand what I'm saying? So y'all thinking that, oh, well, she's a virgin. Yeah, if she's a virgin and she's with you and y'all live in fucking Idaho on a fucking farm and there's like nobody around you, then yeah, maybe, you'll be all right. She ain't gonna go nowhere. She ain't got nothing else to do, right? But you fucking with a chick. And where you live at? You live in what, Jersey?
Nah, I live in upstate New York, Rochester.
Okay, cool. So you live in New York. You live in New York, bro. Bruh, listen. You meet a chick who's a virgin, right? Virgins don't live on an island. You understand what I'm saying? So that virgin you meet might meet a nigga, you understand what I'm saying, who don't give a fuck about the fact that this is your girl and she a virgin. That nigga about to tear it down. And his game is so tight, he got her pussy dripping wet. You think she ain't fucking that nigga?
But here's the thing, Locario. This where game comes into play. The dude probably didn't have no game. And a nigga like you was able to finesse her into being like, why am I even fucking with this dude? And she probably made her wait for the pussy too, because you know how virgins be, they'll be like, oh, they be cautious and making niggas wait for the pussy and shit, depending on how tight the game is. So that could be the case too. Like talking about like, if he like an Eddie Fuse, that bitch ain't going nowhere. That nigga get him on point. So I think it depends on the man.
This is what this is the mistake you're making though. See, this is what you gotta understand. This is what you gotta understand, right? A woman, see, this is how deep it gets, right? A woman only does what she does for herself, period. Same thing with us. We only do what we do for ourselves. What happens is the reason why a woman will stick with a guy and not cheat on him, right? Or not fuck around with another dude is because whatever is happening in that situation at the time is more beneficial for her to stick with the guy she's with than cheating on him with the other guy, right? So now what happens is that when you're a guy who has game, right? What it is that you're catching a chick or you're dealing with a chick at the moment where her fucking with you is her best option and she gets attached to you. And then what happens is that in relation to another man who might want to get at your girl, you're still the best option, right? But this is the thing. This is the thing with sex, though. This is what dudes don't understand when it comes to sex, right? Sexual attraction, right, and sexual desire is so powerful, right? That this is why, for example, why do you think so many people who are in relationships complain about cheating, or that cheating is like a big ass fucking conversation? Why, everybody's cheating and this person cheated on others. Like, if cheating is so bad, why won't people just not cheat? You understand what I'm saying? Why don't they just not cheat? The reason why it's hard to not cheat is because it's natural for you to have the sexual desire to want to fuck with multiple people. You understand? So you cannot, like, society can, or social constructs, I should say, are no match for nature. So what you're talking about is a social construct as far as, well, I'm with this woman and she's my wife, and because you're my wife, then you're not supposed to cheat on me, and because you're a virgin, and that's all social constructs. Nature is saying, fuck out of here with that shit. Nature's saying, listen, I just need all y'all motherfuckers to fuck and make more motherfuckers. That's it. They don't give a fuck about your religion, and they don't give a fuck about all that other extra shit and what you think. It does not matter. This is why that virgin girl you have, right? She may have been, taught, or somebody told her, hey, listen, or the man said, hey, you know what? You only gonna be fucking with me. She's like, okay, cool. Then she meets another guy and she's having a conversation with her vagina. Her vagina's like, yo, we need to get this dick in us. And she's like, but wait a second, aren't we supposed to stay with the guy we're with? Well, yeah, but listen, I'm throbbing right now. I'm so wet and I need this nigga's dick. I know that we supposed to stay with him, but I'm gonna need some dick right now. So she's having a fucking debate and argument with her fucking vagina. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, the vagina wins. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why the vagina wins is because the vagina has nature on her side. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, but here's the thing, Locario. Here's the thing, though. This is where, I disagree with you on this, but I still fuck with your game.
Mm-hmm.
A woman, only one man, right, can give a woman all the things she'll ever need. The vagina is not supposed to be penetrated by lots of dick. They only need one dick, and I can make 12 kids with one chick. That's all I need to keep you populating the whole nation. So if her urge is to go fuck, I throw her ass back in the water. But when you fucking with me, you only fucking with me. That's part of my system, Locario. Like, yours might be different.
Right, but this is the thing. If you're able to get this woman pregnant, right, what does that have to do with her fucking other dudes?
No. I'm saying that I don't want my women fucking other dudes. What I'm saying.
Why? That's what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is when we're talking about it objectively, right? Because you're saying, well, the reason why is because you're saying, she can take plenty of dick. You understand? Women's vaginas can take plenty of dick. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just.
No, I know. But I know. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But that's why they got cleaning products for vagina, though.
You said that's why they got what?
And shit, because that's why they got cleaning products for the vagina.
Mm-hmm.
They don't got no cleaning products for fucking penis, because the penis is easier to clean than the vagina.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I can hold you. Like, the history does matter, Locario. It does matter. That's why we're here right now. Whatever she did in the past, I'm okay with that. As long as she communicating to me and I'm understanding that, okay, she did her home and shit and all that. But let me ask you this, Locario. What is a good woman to Mr. Locario?
You said what's a good woman to me?
Yeah.
A good woman.
She has to have a low body count. That's just one thing.
No, I don't give a fuck about a body count. A good woman to me.
No, you don't.
What? Say it again?
I said no, you don't.
Right. A good woman to me is a woman who does what I say to do and who's about my program. That's it. That's the main thing. Like, her, like, I don't care. Like, listen, a chick could have fucked 10,000 guys, right? But if she listens to me, that's a good woman. I'm fucking with her. A chick could have fucked one dude. If she don't listen to me, she's out of there. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be like this.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Because all that matters to me is right now. What are you doing for me right now? So what you did with other guys does not affect what you're doing for me right now. You understand what I'm saying? That's all that matters. Because what it is this, is that if, like, okay, for example, let's say a person fucking like had a bunch of fucking jobs in the past, you know, like short-term, part-time jobs, freelance, all this other stuff, right? And then a person says, they come to me and say, hey, I want to work for your company. I really like your company, right? Can I work with you? Whatever, right? And I say, cool, let me see your resume. And she's like, oh, I worked here, I worked this, I worked that. Cool. So then I hire you, right? Now, what most people say, they'll say, well, why is this person jumping from job to job and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, right? Now, I hire that person. I say, okay, cool. Can you do the job? You know how to do this? Cool, boom, right? Now they're getting the job. If that person is doing a good job, right, and they stay on the job, right, what difference does it make what they did in the other jobs and all that other bullshit? All I care about is if they're going to do the job that I need them to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, understand this. The job that they're doing with me might actually be their dream job. Maybe they didn't like those other jobs before. Maybe those other jobs weren't stable. Maybe those other jobs, there was a bunch of other bullshit that was, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but all I care about is what are you doing here? You understand? What are you doing here? There's a company that hires ex-cons to drive trucks or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude Miles Cunningham in the building. Make sure you guys get the likes up. Shout out to my dude Miles in the building. Hold on. But yeah, there's a fucking company that hires ex-cons to drive trucks and do all this other shit, right? Now, that company is saying, yeah, you guys are criminals and this and this and that, but listen, can you do the job right now? You can do the job? Cool, you hired. And then these motherfuckers will do the job. So this is what I'm trying to say. I don't give a fuck about what the chick did. I give a fuck about what the chick is doing with me. That's literally it. That's literally it. I only care what she's doing with me. Listen, I don't care if this chick fucking cursed out, acted like a bitch, stole shit, fucking disrespected all these other niggas. I don't care if she did that to all these dudes. I don't care if she did that to my brother, my dad. I don't care if she did that to my best friend. I don't care if she did that to Miles Cunningham. As long as she don't do that with me, we good. That's it.
Damn.
That's it.
Like that.
It's like that. That's what I'm saying. Because also you got to understand this. This is what I'm saying.
You basically
Go ahead.
giving them a chance to prove themselves to you.
Exactly.
They ruin the chances on them.
Exactly.
But you giving them a chance to be with a nigga like you or me. Okay.
Exactly.
And you're not judging them, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is what I'm trying to say. And the thing is this, a lot of y'all be trying to get a girl thinking that it's a clean slate. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning this is why you guys, are looking for the virgins. You're like, oh, she got a clean slate. She's like, it's going to be easier to mold her and all this other stuff. You understand? But see, this is what y'all forget. Y'all forget there's niggas around like myself. You understand? Or I should say my former self, because it was me before was worse, meaning I was the type of dude who will purposely fuck your girl just because, just off a GP.
Damn.
You understand? Like there's niggas around like Drake. Drake is a savage, nigga. Drake fucks fucks guys' girlfriends for fun. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. So your girl could be a virgin and all that other stuff, but what happens when she runs into a nigga that gets her pussy wet enough to where she's gonna want to fuck him. Right? And there's nothing you can do about that because remember, like I said earlier, she only does what benefits her. So if she's going to find benefit in getting fucked by the other guy, guess what she's going to do? She's going to fuck the other guy. Period. You see what I'm saying? So there's this.
He's a better option, right?
Right. And it's not necessarily to her, that is the better option for her to go at that moment. Now, you might objectively be the better option because maybe you're a guy who you got your shit together. You actually are a smarter guy than this guy. You're an overall better guy for her objectively. But in the moment when her pussy is throbbing and she wants that dick, nigga, all of that other shit go out the window. All that other shit go out the window. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Like, you gotta understand something. You gotta understand something. Women are constantly flirting with the idea of cheating on you. Let me break it down. This is why when you have because look, women want to be able to cheat without going all the way, but they're still sort of cheating, meaning this is why you have your girl, you know, she'll have a guy in the DMs flirting with her, right? But she's not fucking him, so she gets the attention of flirting. She gets that attention fix, but she's not necessarily fucking him. So you can't really say she cheated because she didn't really do nothing technically, right? But then what happens is, right? Well, what happens is that if that guy keeps going, right, she's gonna want to one up the attention. So what's one upping the attention? He might say, yo, just come out and like get a drink with me just real quick. Just a drink, like it ain't nothing serious. And then she's like, I don't know. He's like, come on, just get a drink. And she's like, all right. Then they get a drink. And then he's sitting there flirting with her and he's trying to get all touchy-feely where she's like, no, I got a boyfriend. I can't, you know. He's like, come on. She's like, no. And so now you see what I'm saying? She's getting closer and closer to the dick. You understand? And then what's going to happen is at some point, she might not even fuck that guy that day. She might go home and still she feels like, you know what? I didn't cheat. I didn't fuck this guy, right? So now she can still feel like I'm being faithful, but she still gets the feeling of the attention she gets from another guy. So now what's going to happen is that same guy is going to hit her up again while she's chilling or she's feeling a certain type of way. She might even be feeling down that day for whatever reason, and she needs a ego boost. Dude hits her, hey, what's going on? She's like, oh, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, yo, come through to the spot. My boy's spinning at the spot. Come through and have some fun. She comes through. They on the dance floor. This nigga's grinding on her and shit. And then all of a sudden, she's like, shit. She's like, fuck this nigga. She's like, oh my God. She's like, fuck, I'm going to fuck this guy. You understand? He got his hand all up on her ass. Next, you know, the tongue is in the mouth. They kissing, and he's fucking your girl well in the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? He's fucking your girl well in the bathroom. You understand? And now you thought because she got a low body count or that she's a virgin, that was going to keep her there. But nature said, no. Nature said, listen, I need this pussy to get as much dick so that you can make more people to keep this shit going. Listen, nature is a motherfucker. Niggas be trying to society be trying to put all these labels on shit and you got to be monogamous and you got to do this and you got to do that and you can't cheat. Listen, nature is winning every time. Nature's sitting there laughing its ass off at motherfuckers. Cheating? They're like, you know what I'm saying? In the Soulja Boy voice, they're like, cheating? He's like, y'all trying to not cheat? Like, what? Okay, that's all nature says. Nature's like, hold my beer. Let me show y'all niggas this shit where y'all trying to not cheat. Fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying where, see, let me tell you guys something. You guys will really get an understanding of this game when you realize that you have no control. Understand this. You have no control. Understand this. Write it on your forehead. Write it on a t-shirt. Write it on tape it on your fridge. You understand? You have no control, period. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing you have control over is yourself. That's it. You have no control over the chick. Period. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You only have influence and you can manage. That's the most you can do. But you have no control. Because remember what I said, she's only doing what she needs to do for her. And the only time she's loyal to you is when loyalty to you benefits her at that moment. As soon as not being loyal to you, it doesn't benefit her and something else benefits her, she's going to do that other thing. You understand? Don't ever get the idea that this is where ego comes in. Don't ever get the idea that you like made the woman do something. You just influenced her. You understand? To make the decision to do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. You just influence her. So even if you were a virgin and you're trying to get her to not fuck another dude, you're just influencing her to not fuck another dude. But guess what? Nature is gonna step in and be like, oh, so this guy thinks he's gonna control whether or not she fucks another guy. Okay, let me put these other guys in front of her and see what's really gonna go down. Because even if she decides not to fuck another guy, that's her decision. That's all her.
Right. You
see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. You see what I'm saying?
If she does it, she's gone. I can't control her. You know what I'm saying? And our whole setup was a monogamous thing. And I got to work every day to improve my game, make sure my shit on point. That shit to be taken care of. And if she does it, she does it. That's part of my shit.
Right. Well, listen,
but I'm still,
No, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying is that, she needs to make the decision that fucking with you and not cheating on you is the best decision for her, and that will make her not cheat. But she has to see that. Now, you can influence her to see that or to recognize that, but at the end of the day, she's going to have to make the final decision. Because this is the thing. Don't ever think because a woman didn't cheat, she didn't want to cheat. Don't ever think just because the chick didn't want to fuck the guy, she didn't want to fuck the guy. There's so many times the woman wanted to fuck the guy but didn't fuck the guy because she weighed out her options. She said, well, I could fuck this guy, but if I get caught or my man finds out, he might dump me and I might lose out on all this shit that I have with this guy. So they're deliberating all this shit. This is why sometimes women purposely do shit to make obstacles so that they can't get the dick. You understand? So they want the dick, but they make an obstacle so that it'll be hard for them to get the dick. So for example, your girl wants to fuck another guy, right? And this guy's been DMing her. What she'll do is that she'll go hang out with him while she has her period or while she didn't shave her legs. Because even if the guy will take it to the furthest extent by flirting with her. So she's getting all the attention and all that shit by flirting and all this other stuff. But she knows, well, I can't fuck this guy because I got my period and my hair, my legs are hairy as shit. So ain't no way I'm taking these pants off. So she provides an obstacle to be in the situation so that she won't fuck. You understand what I'm saying? But she wants to fuck. You see what I mean?
But what that mouth do?
It's right. See, that's what I'm saying. See, and that's what I'm saying. If the dude got game, he probably get her to do that. But all I'm saying is you don't have control over women. So it's just like, and guys be trying to like figure all these things out and come up with all these excuses and think about the pair bonding and, all that other extra shit. All of that stuff is cope to try to figure out ways to shame the chicks or figure out ways to be able to control the situation so it doesn't happen. And you have no control. You understand what I'm saying? Have zero.
That's the thing. Like, dudes they be sipping, they'll die for their chicken shit. And I've had women say, like, I would really want to do something with you, but they have that boyfriend problem. I said, listen, how long you had that boyfriend problem for? They started laughing and shit. And I'm like, listen, I don't know if you or not. Listen, all I see is a beautiful woman right here. Here's my card.
Right.
And if things change, hit me up because right now I can't walk away without getting to know you and getting your information. So here's my card. Boom. Like I've so that does make sense though. And I want to fuck, dudes' wives and their girls, but Locario, man, the chicks in New York. Locario, you know, man.
See, I wouldn't tell dudes like I don't want dudes to necessarily be out there trying to fuck, dudes' girlfriends or wives and shit, because a lot of these motherfuckers is crazy and they're on some bullshit. But all I'm saying is, guys got to get out this fantasy of, man, if I get a virgin, it's gonna be easier for her to. No, it's not. You understand what I'm saying? No, it's not. Because remember, unless you live on an island, if you live on an island, then yeah. But if you're sharing a space, or you live in you're living in a city, you're living in this fucking world, even now, because even if you're on an island and this chick got access to the internet, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Listen,
right, so,
if your woman, the only way. What happened?
That's what we should do. You know what we should do? Me and you, we should go to Wyoming, right? And we should go take them fucking virgins in the country and shit, because they haven't seen niggas like us. They're like, oh my God, I see a man talking to me.
I'm telling you.
By men.
Listen, it's all over the place now, bro. I'm telling you, man. Listen, the only way to not have your chick fuck another dude is you have to, like, literally be watching this woman 24 hours a day. And even then, she'll be like, nigga, you just gonna have to watch me fuck this nigga, because I'm you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, you gotta watch it 24 hours a day. You understand what I'm saying? That's it.
That's impossible. Right,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But but brother, I appreciate the call, my dude. I'm gonna holler at you, my dude.
Respect, man.
All right, you be safe. Peace. All right, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. Yo, y'all, listen. You can't fucking control these women. I'm trying to tell y'all. See, a lot of guys be thinking the game is about, Locario, what can you do so I can control this girl? You can't. You understand? You can't. My thing is, why would you even want to control the chick? I don't get it. But a lot of guys' insecurities is that they want to own pussy. You understand? I listen, I never wanted to own any pussy. The pussy belongs to the community. You understand what I'm saying? The pussy belongs to the community. You understand? And the community includes the woman. She is just the what do they call it? She's the gatekeeper of the pussy. But she's gonna share the pussy with the penises. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. Let's go to 646. 646 was popping.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
412 was popping. What is?
Hi, Mr. Locario, Sushi.
What up? What's going on?
Yeah. So I have this question about, the whole being like a cooperative thing, right?
Mm.
I always had this question, but, I just didn't bring it up. So you guys, you guys dating coaches are always like bringing up like doing things for you, like throwing the trash, making a sandwich, this and that.
Mm.
So it sounds to me like you want a mother, not like a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like why is that
Oh, Sushi, you're hilarious. Listen. When you get a girlfriend, you're going to want her to do things for you, correct?
No. I mean, no.
You don't want your girl to do things for you. So why do you want a girlfriend?
I don't really, I guess, care. I guess I don't really, like, I can do the things I want to do. I don't need any, like, other person to...
No, but why? This is what I'm saying. Why would you? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you want a girlfriend at some point?
At some point, yeah.
Okay, so why do you want a girlfriend?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Why? This is what I'm saying. Like, if you don't require her to do anything, then you could just randomly fuck girls and never have a girlfriend, right?
Oh, so you're saying that. So you're saying the context only applies to when you have long-term relationship, not like any relationships.
Right. What I'm saying is that if you actually are interested in a woman and she's spending significant amount of time with you, that means that she should be contributing to the situation. It's like, let's say, for example, if you had an apartment or whatever, and you had a 3-bedroom apartment, and you can rent out the other 2 rooms, right? Are you going to let 2 of your friends live with you rent free? Or should they pay part of the rent?
I was gonna pay some of the rent, yeah, part of the rent.
Right. So it's the same concept. Why would you have a woman around you for any long period of time when she's not doing anything? She's not contributing.
I don't know. I never thought about it. I guess if she just, gives me, have sex, that's fine. I don't.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If you just want to have sex, then she don't need to be your girlfriend. It's just like if you have an apartment and you want your friends to just come and hang out and play video games, they could come do that and then leave, but they're not going to stay there forever and live in there without doing that, without contributing, right?
I mean, I guess girlfriend is a more stable pussy, I guess. Like you said, an in-house pussy or something.
Bruh, let me tell you guys something. What's funny about guys thinking having a girlfriend is stable pussy is that sometimes if you get a girlfriend and you're not vetting her right, you actually will have less sex when you have a girlfriend. Let's break this down. This is what people don't want to talk about. If you meet a girl, right? And let's say you're interested in having sex with her, but she's like, wait, I'm not that type of girl. We got to go on a bunch of dates and you got to get to know me, yada, yada, yada. And then you do all of that shit, and then you finally have sex with her on the 3rd, 4th, 5th date, whatever it is. And then let's say at some point you make her your girlfriend because you just do it quickly because you ain't got no game, right? Then she becomes your girlfriend. And then what happens is that if you're monogamous, you're only going to be fucking her. And so what she's going to do some days is she's going to say, Sushi, you don't want to get some pussy from your girl. She's like, Sushi, I'm tired. I had a long day at work. Can we just do it tomorrow? Right? And then you're going to be like, I guess. And then tomorrow comes. She's like, Sushi, why do we always have to have sex all the time? Like, am I just a sex doll to you? Like, don't you love me for other things? And you're like, okay, I guess, yeah. And then you ain't have sex again for a second day. And now you're not having sex with her and you're not having sex with anyone else because if you have sex with another girl, you're cheating now, right? So now what happens is that the girl gets so comfortable and now she trains you to wait on her for sex, right? Because check this out. She already trained you to wait for her to have her sex from the beginning because you took her out on 3, 4, 5 dates before you had sex. So in your mind, on a subconscious level, you don't even think your girl likes sex that much. So this don't even seem weird to you. This just seems normal. Well, okay, I guess we could wait another day. You understand? So now you get in a situation where you might have sex once a week with your girlfriend.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So listen.
Right, I mean,
a lot of y'all be thinking y'all taking the easy ride out, and you're not.
How do you directly address the commanding women to do things? I feel. I mean, if I were to have a girlfriend, right? I don't know, if I want her to do anything, as long as she doesn't I guess, give me BS. You know what I'm saying? Not weighing me down. I think that's it. That's enough.
Well, this is the
But,
thing,
you know,
bro.
like,
This is the thing. This is the thing, though.
Like-
you guys have to see. A lot of you guys have to work on yourself also. Like, a lot of times, women aren't gonna listen to you if they don't see that, and if they don't see value in you, and they're not gonna see value in you unless you see value in yourself first. And so, therefore, you set yourself up to a certain standard, and then therefore, once you see yourself as that standard and you see yourself as that valuable guy, then you let girls know what you require from them in order to stay with you, who is that valuable guy. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing where a lot of you see, let me say it like this, right? The reason why some men have issues when they're dealing with a girl, like let's say, because I get a lot of guys that hit me up and they're like, yo, I'm trying to get this girl that I'm fucking with to be okay with me fucking with other girls. Or I'm trying to get my girl to be okay with me fucking with other girls. But she ain't really trying to hear that. She don't like that. She's mad that I even asked her, yada, 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 right? The reason why the women feel that way in a lot of cases or give you a hard time is because they don't really see that much value in you, or they see themselves as more valuable than you. Shout out to Gorgeous Dre. I remember he did a video a while ago talking about this to a certain extent. Like I'm not saying exactly how he said it, but it was in the same vein. See, what happens is that based off of how valuable the girl sees you, right? That is going to dictate how, compliant she's going to be, how easy she's going to listen to you, how much she's going to be like okay with doing certain things with you because she sees that much value in you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times women get with guys they settle for. So imagine a woman, right? Saying, imagine this. You get with a girl and she's just settling for you, right? And then you say to her, hey, listen, I want to fuck with other women. So she's looking at you like, wait a second. I don't even think you're all that. And now you want to bring another girl in here and I got to share a guy who I don't even think is all that? She's like, fuck no. But if she thought you was all that and you said, yo, I'm going to bring another chick in the situation, she'd be like, all right, well, at least I still get to fuck with you and I still get to fuck with a guy who's all that. You understand? So it all depends on the situation. Again, if I gave you $1 and I said, you got to split that $1 with 20 people, you'd be like, God damn, I got to split $1 with 20 people. You'd be like, fuck out of here. But if I said, yo, here's $1 billion, but you got to split that between 20 people, you'll be like, all right, cool. I could fuck with that. You see what I'm saying? The value dictates how much cooperation the woman is going to have in the situation.
Doesn't that sound like one of those, like a cringy dude that like, oh, I want this in my woman. Oh, I want that in my woman. Oh, I'm so entitled. You need to do all these for me. I mean, doesn't that sound like that cringy dude? Like,
what are you talking about? What's cringy?
Cringy, dude that considers himself like so high value, like on a blind date, he's like, oh, I want my woman to do this for me. Oh, I want my woman to do that for me. Oh, that kind of stuff. That's like cringy, like in TV series and stuff.
No, but see, that's the thing.
Like,
again, this is what I'm saying. If it's cringy, if the motherfucker who's saying it is the type of guy who doesn't have the type of game to back that shit up. You understand? If I said, listen, I got this beat up station wagon, but it's going to cost the same amount as a fucking Lamborghini, you'll be like, get the fuck out of here. That's some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's only cringy when a guy is saying it and he's not even that type of guy that needs to be saying that at that point. He ain't ready for all of that shit he trying to talk about. You understand? And that's why some women don't listen to certain guys, because what happens is that they're looking at that guy like, who the fuck are you to be even saying that? Because she don't see that in you. And she don't see that in you because the guy don't see that in him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is, my brother.
Yeah, the value thing. Okay, well, thank you. I got it.
All right, my brother. Appreciate the call. All right. So, guys, call the numbers 516-371-224. I'll go another maybe 15 minutes, and then I'm going to head up out of here. So if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call up, the calling number is 516-371-224, 516-371-224. Donation rules are in effect. Hit that donate button at the top of the chat, and then we will get it cracking. So I'm telling you, listen, some of y'all have to be aware of, you know, yourself and be honest with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Be honest about where you're at, how you feel about yourself, the things that you're willing to do, the things that you're not going to do, right? Because most dudes ain't really trying to work on their shit. They're not really trying to improve themselves. Navin, now this is on stay up on YouTube and shit. This one. You know, they're not really trying to, you know, do the things they need to do to get where they want to go. They're not trying to do that shit. But dudes want every fucking thing from the woman, and they want that to be top notch, and just they want the baddest chicks, and they want the baddest chicks to themselves, and they want the baddest chicks to do what they say and do all this other stuff. But on the flip side, I'm like, okay, what are those women getting from you? What are they getting in return? You understand? What are they getting in return? And when you understand what they're getting in return, that's when you tell the chicks what to do, and you'll start to see more chicks complying. You understand? That's what it is. But you have to stand on that, meaning you have to be, because remember, some women just can't pay the price. See, this is what listen, if you went into a fucking car dealership or some shit, and you trying to buy a certain type of car, right? And it costs this much, right? Maybe they could go down on the price a little bit, maybe, but it costs this much, right? But you come in there and you say, well, listen, bruh, I really want that car, but I only got like $100. And they're like, okay, I'll give you two for $100. No. But that's what you guys are doing. See, you act like, right? You know, you're this high value, on point guy who's, you know, the alpha male and all that other shit. But then the chick be like, listen, I can only afford to give you this. And you just give her the shit. You're like, okay, I'll give you this. You just fold. You understand? You just fold. You don't tell the chick, fuck out of here. Be like, listen, come back when you can pay the price. If you can't pay the price, then I ain't fucking with you. You understand? It's that simple. But dudes fold all the time. Because they're not willing to put in the work it takes to become that guy. See, a lot of dudes, what they think is, you know, when they see a lot of guys be talking about, you know, waiting for choosing signals and all that other stuff. And they're like, I'm not going to chase no woman and yada, yada, yada. It ain't about chasing women, right? It ain't about waiting for choosing signals and all that other shit. It's about her understanding that you are a man of a certain standard and value. And in order for her to get with you, she has to get with it, which is the program. She has to be able to show that she's the type of woman that can really make shit happen in that way. You understand? Let's go to 347. 347, what's popping? Who this?
Locario, how you? How you doing, my brother? It's Mike here. All facts, no caps. You heard?
What up, my brother? Did you donate?
Of course, man. I can't even believe you asked, my nigga.
What's going on? What's going on?
Anyway, I just want to say something real quick because you was talking about virgins. Let me say something. The Virgin Mary was a thought, my nigga. and let me explain why, boy. Let me explain something to you, boy. First of all, she was fucking with an old ass nigga named Joseph, and this is how you know that sipping goes back to biblical days. So you know she was hypergamous being with that old ass man. And then she got pregnant by another nigga and said that God was the father of the kid, my nigga. Come on, man.
Facts. Yo.
If the Virgin Mary was cheating on niggas, you know niggas get cheated. Yo, that nigga Joseph was a straight up sin, my nigga. I can't believe it.
Right. Yo, that's facts. Oh my God.
Have a good day, my nigga.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, my brother. I'm a holla, man. Yo, he dropped the bomb. He dropped the fucking bomb. That nigga said Mary was a fucking thought. And she gained these niggas to think that God put the baby in her. She said, yo, it wasn't that other dude in the village. It wasn't. Listen. It was really the other guy. And she said, yo, it was God. And this baby I'm carrying is the son of God. And then she told Jesus, yo, you are the son of God. And he believed all that shit. That's why he was so confident. That's crazy. Listen, that's something to think about. That's something to think about. So Jesus just might have been a really confident nigga. You understand? He was, yo, Jesus was just a real confident nigga. That's why he had the 12 disciples. All the niggas wanted to know, like, bro, why you so confident? How you be? You understand? She instilled that confidence in him. Joseph and Mary instilled the confidence in Jesus from day one. Because she smashed the other nigga, told Joseph, listen, bruh, I'm pregnant. And Joseph like, but what you talking about? I ain't get to hit. She's like, no. It was God. That's crazy. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Man. I mean, that makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Because how all of a sudden, all throughout all these years where women was getting pregnant, nobody else got pregnant by God? You understand? Like nobody else was like, yo, God put the baby in me. It wasn't this nigga, that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Chris said God was a Chad. He said Jesus was on that membership. Yo, this shit crazy. Oh my God. That's funny. I know a lot of Christian niggas gonna be mad at this shit, but I'm just saying. If you think about it, I mean, that makes more sense to me. That makes more sense to me. You understand? Because if a chick I was fucking with told me that she got pregnant by God and wasn't no other nigga, like, I'd be like, are you serious? Are you serious? Exactly. Mary was running game. She was running that game. Crazy. Let's go to 267 and then 61631. 267, what's popping with this?
Hey, what up, Locario?
What's popping?
Happening? Doyle Falcon again. Yo, I called a couple weeks ago.
Brother, hold on.
Thing.
Hold on. Did you donate?
Oh, I definitely donated.
That's right. What's going on?
All right. So I was telling y'all about this trucker thing. Guess what? I'm getting another truck.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I love it.
Caught a sweet ass deal. 99 international, 7 racks. I had to jump on that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Gonna need some work, but it's gonna be a top when I get done with it.
That's what's up. I love it. I love it. So what else going on with you, man?
Think about it. People buying cars, right? They paying triple that, right? And not making no money. 7 racks, that thing is gonna make me $180,000 a year.
Wow, that's crazy. See, that's game right there.
I just want.
That's game right there.
People,
I love it.
you was talking about the self-improve. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, let me tell them about this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't even know what the topic is for the day. I just popped in. I seen you doing. I'm like, let me get in there.
Right. Now
I feel you. Hang back.
I feel you, but that's good. I like to hear when dudes is doing a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes, see, guys gotta understand, man. It's like game is like you thinking critically, man. He's like, listen, I could drop this on this and make this amount of money on that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, it's the strategy, man. That's what I be trying to tell you guys, man. You got to have that strategy to know how to do and move and shake and do certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and the info is out here.
Mm-hmm.
The info is out here. You just got to look for it.
Right. That's facts.
You get yourself right. The women going to be looking for you.
Right. That's what's up. But man, I appreciate your call, my brother. I'm a holla.
Hell yeah.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. But yeah, this is the thing, man. Hold on, how much time we got left? So we got like 10 minutes left. You guys want to call in? Make sure you call in 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224. Abel told me she's pregnant by God. Hilarious. That's funny. J98 said, what way would you vet and pursue a woman besides hooking up with her after the first date? Can you go on multiple dates just to get to know a woman and then fuck? I'm asking just out of curiosity. What is the thing? Vetting a woman is because if you are looking at a chick who might be girlfriend potential, meaning like, or a chick that's going to be potentially in your life for a long time or whatever it is, right? But the thing is that you want to get sex popping off as soon as possible, right? Because you're saying, can you go on multiple dates just to get to know a woman and then fuck? No, you can, but I don't think that's the best course of action, right? You don't want to go on multiple dates and then fuck. See, the best course of action is to fuck as soon as possible, keep fucking, and then you guys can go on a bunch of dates, right? Now, you could go on a first, like if you meet a girl online, cool, let's meet up real quick, go on a first date, get some coffee, get a drink real quick, either smash that night or smash the next time I see you, and then we keep smashing for a while, and then we'll go on a date. Well, I'll take you out to dinner. We could do that shit. That's all good. Because now you know she's sexually interested. You understand? Real J said, so why didn't you check the dude? He said, get yourself right and the woman gonna look for you. And you agreed, but you say all the time, getting your stuff right won't make women come. Or probably I just didn't hear him correctly. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, if you get your shit right, that's good for you, but you still gotta have the game. So Real J, probably I just didn't hear him correctly. You feel me? But this is the thing. See, this is what, I'm glad you brought this up, because this is what I really want guys to understand. A lot of guys think that and see, Irving Mack said money helps. Let me tell you when money helps. Money helps when you're trying to maintain a long-term relationship, especially if you're trying to like have kids and build a family. That's when money helps. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? You need $0 to find women and fuck chicks. So like if you're trying to actually just have sex with women, have casual sex, hook up with girls, get your dick wet, get your dick sucked, fuck women on a consistent basis, you need $0. $0. You understand? So a lot of guys conflate this. They're like, oh, but you know, if I get my money up, then you know things are gonna be easier. The girls go, no. You don't need any money to fuck women. You understand? You don't need any money to fuck women. You know why? Because women like dick. You understand? Women don't come up to you and be like, man, I just really want to fuck your checkbook. I want you to stick your fucking wad of cash up my ass. Like they're not saying that. They want the dick. You understand? $0. You know what I mean? J98 says, so there would be no other way to see if a woman is sexually interested in you besides going on a first date and then fucking after for a while. This is the thing. There's no way to know if a chick is sexually interested in you unless you have sex with her. Period. Which is why you need to have sex as soon as possible. You understand? Because you could go on 3 or 4 dates with a woman who has no sexual interest in you. You understand? You said, how do you have sex with a woman when you first meet them? Tell them to come to your place? Yeah, tell them to come to your place. Or be like, yo, let's go back to your spot. However you want to do it. You understand? However you want to do it. But you got it. I'm telling you, you guys will waste a lot. Because remember, women are passive and passive aggressive in general. So a woman's not going to say to you, hey, you know, I'm going to go out on a bunch of dates with you. And I'm not really feeling you like that, but maybe I'll have sex. They're not going to say that shit. You understand? They're not going to say that shit. They are not going to say that shit. You understand? But guys, get the likes up. We got 322 people watching right now live. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. But yeah, you gotta find out if the girl is sexually interested in you. You understand? That's very, very important so you don't waste time. Because see, a lot of time, the reason why a lot of guys are what's what I'm looking for, frustrated with women is because guys waste a lot of time with women. So a lot of guys get real frustrated because they're like, damn, I took this girl out on 3 dates and she ain't give me no pussy. I was on the phone with this girl all this time and then she stopped calling me. I was trying to, you know, do all of this stuff and I took her out and this and this and that and she ghosted me. You understand? So you feel like you wasted all this time. But if you find out if the woman is sexually interested in you, then you don't waste time. Like even on the first date, you should at least be kissing this girl on the first date. First time y'all hang out, there should be some kissing. You know, that is if you're interested in, you know, in the chick. Like if you meet a girl and you might not be that interested in me, you're like, whatever. But you meet a girl over Tinder, Bumble, whatever these things are, you go, you know, get some drink or something like that with her, hang out with her. There should be some kissing on the first date, the first time y'all meet. You understand? Because if you try to kiss a girl, and remember, you still have to be able to flirt, build sexual tension, see if she's sexually interested in you in that way, and then go in for that kiss and make it happen. But if you try to kiss a girl on a first date and she ain't trying to kiss you, nigga, why would you go on a second date? You understand? If you're out with a girl for the first time and she won't kiss you, why would you go on a second date? Now, imagine you go on a first date with a girl, you don't try to kiss her, right? And now you go on a second date with her, but you have no idea that she's the type of girl who doesn't want to kiss you. So now you go on a second date and you try to kiss this girl, she don't fucking kiss you. And you could have found that out on the first date. You understand? Abel said guys who don't kiss are pretty much friend zone. Facts. Facts. So he said, how do you properly set up the kiss on the first or second date? A logo of what? I think this is a lot of times, I guess, in the past, the woman wouldn't kiss me because some of them would say I rushed in too fast or make up an excuse. Well, this is a thing also too. And shout out to KZag20. I remember him did a video about this where some of y'all guys, that your timing is also off too when you're trying to kiss a chick, right? So some of y'all will just be like in the middle of like just being in a situation, talking to the girl or whatever, and then you just try to go in for the kiss, and she's like, whoa, where that came from, right? But if you're sitting at the bar, right? Y'all got drinks in your hand, y'all drinking, y'all flirting, you getting close to her, you got your arm around her, she's close to you, right? You saying some sexy shit in her ear, she's giggling and shit, y'all this close to each other's face, and then that's when you're going for that kiss, right? So, but the thing is that if you're trying to do all that shit and she's moving her face, she's trying to move away from you, then we're done. We're done. But let me get this last call real quick and then we're gonna head up out of here. 313 was popping. Who's this?
Yo, it's Lafayette, man. Hey, see, if she don't want to kiss you, and to kiss her boyfriend instead, why not do that?
Nigga, do you want me to push the button?
Wait. No, wait, can I say one more thing?
No.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
These niggas, man, I swear. You gotta love the trolls, though. God damn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna head up out of here. I gotta go and meet up with April and stuff. You're about to go out on a date, which is what you do with your girlfriends and chicks that you care about, not these random ass chicks you taking them out all the time. You feel me? But man, shout out to everybody, you understand, in the chat. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. You understand? And you can get the Game Kings documentary on the Bad Boy membership for free. So make sure you guys check that out. Also go to patreon.com/mr.locario to watch the Bad Boy show. And you can also get some of the other live streams we do during the week. Abel said we always kiss. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go to get the Game Kings and all that other stuff, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Remember, if you guys have a question to ask me, go under any of my videos, hit the link that says send me a question. And hit the donate if you want your question answered within 24 hours or a week or whatever it is like that. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys remember, go to Bad Boy membership, get the super high interest program. That's the program we got right now. The most advanced way to find out if a woman is into you. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys check that out. Also, we got 13 key principles of being a successful player on the Bad Boy membership. 5 rules of seduction on the Bad Boy membership. How to be the type of man she's never met before on the Bad Boy membership. All this good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And also how to be the high value man women want on the goddamn membership. You feel me? So make sure you guys check all of that out. Abel said it off. Photographer is awesome. Yeah, Abel took this picture. Hold on. Abel took this picture of me right here. So shout out to April. She took that picture of me right there. But yo, listen, I'm gonna holler at you guys later, and I will take you out with the soft trailer of the Game Kings, and we are out of here.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.